So it is day one of the reading rush, which used to be Booktubeathon, and I am heading into the office for work. I haven't started reading anything at all. It's 6:57 in the morning, and I haven't started. I know a lot of people were like up at midnight, but I have to go to bed really early because I wake up early. So I'm starting with Illuminated by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. That's the biggest book, and I need to finish it before I get on my flight. So I'm starting with that, and hopefully I'll finish it by Thursday. And that's it. There's really no updates. I haven't vlogged in a long time, so let's hope I keep up with this. Okay, bye. So it's still day one of the reading rush. I am about 40 pages into Illuminated by Jay Kristoff. I just got back home. If you can't tell, I'm tired. I tied my hair up and everything. So I'm going to put on my pajamas, eat dinner, and then I am going to try and read another 60 pages of Illuminated. And then I'm going to start and finish Saga Volume 3. It's really short, so I think I can get it done. However, it's still a work night, but luckily I work from home tomorrow, which means I go to bed at 11 o'clock, maybe midnight if I am reading really slowly, and I wake up a little bit later. But this time I think I'm going to wake up maybe 30 minutes earlier and get a little bit of extra reading in the case of Illuminated, which that boy needs to get read. So yeah, maybe I'll check in with you tonight after dinner. Bye. So I actually finished Saga Volume 3 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I really liked this. It was very explicit, but I really like how the story is unfolding. I like all of the characters, even when they are unlikable. I'm probably going to give it 5 out of 5 stars, and I read this for the challenge to read a book in one place, or in one sitting, something like that. I made it through the first 104 pages of Illuminated by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I'm liking it, but I think it's just a little harder to get through. I feel like sometimes I am missing stuff because there isn't a clear-cut narrative. I'm a very character-driven person, and so sometimes I do find myself struggling with this book, but I am liking it. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a 4-star read for me, but I will keep you updated. For now, I'm stuck between whether or not I want to read a little more before bed, or if I want to watch some booktube videos, because I do have work tomorrow, so I need to go to bed at a decent hour. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm doing a little bit better than I thought I was going to be doing, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's all for Monday's vlog.
Yeah. So I want the gas to be right. Yeah, it needs some work. Take a look at this.
So it is about 7:30 in the morning, breakfast time. So I made myself some scrambled eggs and cheese and sausage, and I'm going to watch some booktube videos while I eat, and then move on to Illuminated. Oh, I left my tea in the kitchen, so I've got that too. And this looks pretty unhealthy, so I'm probably gonna slice up a plum and have that as well. So yeah, that's breakfast, and I start work in about an hour. So I will just keep you updated. Basically, I showered and I texted a couple of friends for a bit, but now that I am clean, oops, flipped over, I am ready to get some reading done. I'd like to get to page 200, maybe a little past that, and then I'm going to try and start and finish The Adventure Zone: Murder on the Rockport Limited. So yeah, let's get started. So it's basically about 10 p.m. and it's about time for me to go to bed. The fan is on. I'm absolutely exhausted, but I wanted to give you an update on my reading before I went to bed. So I actually finished The Adventure Zone: Murder on the Rockport Limited. I really liked it. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think my biggest complaint is that sometimes with the art style, the lines are not clear enough, so sometimes it makes it a little confusing as to what's going on, and I don't know if the only reason I could decipher it was because I had already listened to the podcast or not, but still, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. I think, I like that they're adding little sections that you probably didn't see in the podcast to the comic, so I'm really liking that. So 4.5 out of 5 stars, and that marks another 2 challenges done. So I've got 3 challenges completed already, which is great. Now on to Illuminated. Once I get it open, I'm 281 pages out of 599 in. I am really enjoying it. I still think it's going to be a 4-star read. I was really hoping this would be a 5-star, but I just think sometimes it can drag and not be super interesting, and sometimes the characters are too snarky for their own good. But I am still really, really liking it, and I'm actually ahead of where I'm supposed to be. I should have only been on page 200 by the end of today, but I'm on 281, which I think is a good sign because I need to have this done by Thursday when I take my flight out to Boston. So that's my update on day 2 of the reading rush, and yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm exhausted. Bye. So it is Wednesday morning, which means it is day 3 of the booktubeathon. It's about 6:51 in the morning, which is why I am so tired. As you know, I finished the Adventure Zone last night, and I am almost on page 300 of Illuminated. So once I get to work, I am going to get my Starbucks. I'm going to sit down because I usually get to work about an hour early. So I'm going to get my Starbucks, sit down, and read for a bit. My goal is to get to page 300 before my workday starts. And then I'm going to try and read again during my lunch break. And then, of course, read at night. Although I do have to pack for my trip tonight. So we'll see where that goes. And I will keep you updated. After 9 p.m. on Wednesday, and I am about to read Illuminated for an hour. I have got my glass of wine, and I've got my pajamas on, which is why you're not seeing me. My pajamas and my glasses on. You guys will never see me with either of those, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to get some reading done, and I will check back in with you. I have some packing to do tonight because I fly out tomorrow evening. So, unfortunately, I can't read for long, but I need to finish this book before 7 p.m. tomorrow. So, it is day 5 of booktubeathon, and so far today, I have read only a few pages, like a little bit compared to what I usually read. I did finish Illuminated yesterday, so I've got that. I started Stardust. I'm 11 pages in, and I am so confused and honestly a little bored, which is really unfair because it's the first 11 pages of a book, but also I'm in Boston, and I kind of don't want to be reading now because I want to go out and see my friends and get back into the swing of the city that I love so much. So I'm about to go out and meet some friends over at Newberry Street, and I'll see if any reading gets done. I'm not taking any books with me, but maybe I will, so let's get to it. And I was gonna put these glasses on at the end of Let's Get To It, and it was going to look really cool, and it didn't. It looked horrible and awkward, so yeah. So let's do it. There's Ivy.
Hi.
Hi. Ivy already knows how many pages I read today. How many pages did I read, Ivy?
11.
11 pages.
And we're all so proud of you.
Yeah, the past 2 days I've been reading like 200 pages a day, and I read 11.
Hey Taylor, do you know how many books I've read since January?
How many?
What?
Wow!
Yeah, so,
Wow!
so try not to be too jealous.
So, I don't think I'm going to continue with Stardust. I read 11 pages and it's not going to help me read. So I'm going to switch to The Candle and the Flame by Nafisa Zod and hope I do a little better with that. But, yeah, that's all I have. Day 5 of the reading rush was kind of bad. Well, not bad in that I got to hang out with my friends and be in Boston, but bad in that
I ruined the whole day.
it was all Ivy's fault. She's the reason I don't read.
Just like I'm ruining this vlog.
She's the reading gremlin.
Reading gremlin.
So yeah, I will try and get a little bit of reading done, but I don't think I'm going to finish the challenges. So once again, there's another reading rush where I just fail totally and completely. So yeah, good night. So this is what's happening now. I haven't read anything. We had sushi and we came here to play D&D, but it looks like we're gonna take a nap first on this large bed, and then we are maybe gonna play D&D. So.
And Taylor's not gonna read.
Oh, not at all. That's not
illiterate.
Joke's on you guys. I never learned how to read. So. And that's about it. So I'll check in with you. Never.
This will be my last entry.
This is my last vlog. They have come to kill me.
TPK.
Okay, bye.
With my hairpin.
That's immortalized for my 420 subscribers. Okay, bye. It is essentially my last day in Boston in that my plane takes off at 5:30, so it's not even a full day. So I'm currently packing up my hotel room, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff I got. And I might be having lunch with my little from my sorority, which, if you don't know, a big and little is a sort of mentor-mentee relationship. So I just want to show you what I got. And then I'm going to finish up packing because I've got like an hour left before I have to check out. And then I'm going to head out to Boston one last time before my plane takes off, then go back to the hotel and pick up my suitcase and backpack, and then go to the airport and edit this vlog and edit my very nerdy video that might be coming out later this week. Also, the reading rush is done. I didn't finish. I failed. Maybe I'll film a conclusion to that. But yeah, let me show you what I got first and then we'll talk. So the first thing I got was this little Funko Pop of Alana. Yeah, that's her name. Alana from the Saga series. This was on sale. It was on clearance for $1.99, and I got it at Newberry Comics, which is this comic book nerdy nerd culture store on Newberry Street in Boston. And I'm really happy to get this at such a great price because I just finished volume 3 for the reading rush and I loved it, and I love Alana. Next up, I picked up A Sorcery of Thorns by, I don't even know who wrote this, Margaret Rogerson. This gives me very big A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Thorns and Roses vibes. I think it's because the cover artist is the same person. I got this from Brookline Booksmith, which is it's an independent bookstore in Brookline, which is in like Boston. And so I'm really excited to get to this. Next, I picked up Life Like by Jay Kristoff. I know this is a science fiction series, and I think it's about an AI or a robot that is like a human or something. I actually don't know, but it's Jay Kristoff, and I picked it up, and I think this is going to be the book I take with me on the plane because it is short and small. Finally, I picked up Blood Rites by Jim Butcher. This is the, I want to say, 5th or 6th book in the Dresden Files series. I haven't read the book before this, but I have it and I'm planning on reading it soon. And so I decided to pick this one up. It was in the used book section, so it was only like $5 as opposed to $10. So I'm excited to get to it because, as you know, this is my trash series and I love it. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna finish up packing and I will check in with you later on when I finish for the reading rush.
Bye.
So I am all done packing up and I'm about to go check out of my hotel and wander around the city for a couple of hours and meet my little for lunch. So I just want to do a quick rundown of what I read for the reading rush. You know, the thing I failed so miserably at. So the first book I completed was Saga Volume 3. That was for the Read a Book in the Same Spot challenge, so I finished that. The next book I completed was The Adventure Zone Murder on the Rockport Limited, and that completed the Read a Book with 5 or more words in the title, and read a book with a non-human protagonist, which really could have been used for like 2 of the 3 books I read for the reading rush, but whatever. And the final book I completed was Illuminated by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, and that was the Read a Book You Meant to Read last year. So I completed a couple of challenges. I read some books. I think it got me out of my reading slump. Fingers crossed. And that's basically all I have for updates. Thank you so much for watching my Reading Rush vlog. And basically for the last couple of however long I'm going to be filming, it's just going to be me in Boston and lunch with my little. So yeah, thank you so much guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.